In this movie, we're going to talk about grouping objects together inside of Illustrator. So let's say, for instance, that you have several different independent objects on your screen, and really and truly you'd like for them to move and act as a group all together. That's actually pretty easy to do, but first you have to know how to make the proper selection. So the easiest way to make a selection, of course, is just to select an object with the selection tool and then hold down Shift to get any other object that you want selected like that. However, you can use other means of selection as well. So for instance, let's say that I wanted all of the interior pieces here selected. I could go over here and grab something called the lasso tool and then just come out and make an outline around all of these, which takes a little bit of time, but it's not too difficult. You just outline all of these, making sure you get all of them inside of your selection. And once you have all of those selected, they will be able to be grouped together. So I'll just draw a selection around all of these, and there we go. So now all of those are selected. I'll switch to my selection tool, and I'll go up to the object menu, and I'll choose Group. Once I've selected Group, they are now one solid object. If I click away from them and then click back on, you'll see that all of them get selected, as opposed to the ones surrounding them, which are still very much independent objects. So now let's select the second level here. This time I'll use the old Shift-click method to make sure that I get them all. So let's just grab every single one of these. And then this time, let's go back up to the object menu, choose Group again. That's going to group all those together. Finally, let's select all the ones around the outside, and we'll just use the Shift-click method for this as well. And once we have all of those selected, I want you to use the keyboard shortcut for grouping because this is extremely useful. Go ahead and hold down the Command key on the Mac, the Control key on the PC, and press the letter G on your keyboard. Once you do that, all of those objects are now grouped together. So you can see we have a group on the outside, a group in the middle, and a group on the inside, all of which have been grouped by us very simply. And then if you wanted this whole thing to act as a group altogether, you can select everything by going to Select All, or by pressing Command A on the Mac, Control A on the PC, and then Command or Control G to group it. This enables you to have everything in one single group. Now, if you wanted to ungroup these objects, it's actually pretty easy to do. Just go to the Object menu and choose Ungroup. You could also select a group. So in this case, all of our three groups are now still grouped within each other, but not overall. So let's select this small group in the middle here, and let's ungroup it. The easiest way to ungroup it is to hold down the Shift key, the Command or Control key, and press the letter G. That's going to ungroup them and allow these to be independent objects once again. So let's do the same thing for this one. Shift Command G or Shift Control G on the PC. And the last one, let's just do it by the menu, Object, Ungroup. So now we've gone through, everything has been grouped, and now ungrouped. So the next time you have a bunch of artwork that you think you need to move in unison or make universal changes to, try grouping your objects for a more expedited workflow. In this movie, we're going to talk about grouping objects together inside of Illustrator. So let's say, for instance, that you have several different independent objects on your screen, and really and truly you'd like for them to move